I need to be motivated to, you know, fix this, but I'm not leaving. I'm not. Mm-mm. I'm leaving this exactly how the fuck it is, and I really don't care. So let me go ahead and fuck with this screen real quick. So to not be all up in the mix, but to be in the mix at the same time. So I don't want this shit all up in my motherfucking face. Trying to read me and everything that's sucking. Not right with a bitch. All right, so ooh, I don't know what that piece of. It was a piece of paper attached to this shit. Let me go ahead and click here. Really disengage from whatever might be going on right there, because I got something to say. A lot. Um, and although I did have a wonderful time last night with Silas, and that is my baby daddy. If anybody didn't know, Dallas, shout out to him. But the real reason why we thinking like Silas want to show me love and compassion is because he knows that that's a good way to get me to not be so obnoxious and negative. He know how to deal with me, even though he don't fucking know me. Um, so yeah, that's all, and it obviously works. So, but I don't, even though I respect Silas for being who he is, even when he makes mistakes and he does something that's not, uh, he doesn't, you know, something that he's not proud of, he can be able to admit where faults at, and and that takes a lot for people to admit that they fuck up and to actually do better and actually will do better. But something that Silas said yesterday that is going to be stuck in my head for a while, and it was this. Although I do agree with what he said to a certain degree, I don't agree with it entirely for everyone. He said that instead of focusing on being friends, that you should be worried about making some money out here. And ultimately, that's everybody's goal, to make money, right? But that might not be the prime. We all need money. That's a first primary necessity, first and foremost. But if you are not a personable, impressionable, likable type of person, you need to learn now. First, you have to build your way up. How to be more sociable, how to be more understanding, how to connect with other people. Why would anybody take interest in any business endeavor that you have going on if you're an icky person? And I have been just that, an icky person. Partially because I have a lot of resentment towards other human beings. And a lot of that animosity and resentment comes from the way I've been treated, ostracized, outcasted in society. You know, I have, I feel like the reason why I am so stuck to one particular person that came from um, being an interviewee, and I will say her name, why I'm so drawn to her and don't want to give up on her so much is because I have a lot of that same mindset, that woe me, that nobody wants to help me, that fuck everybody, let me push everybody away, and I'm out here by myself. I don't have family. It's just a whole bunch of like, for real. just pity party after pity party after pity party. And I'm just calling it what the fuck I see it. Because I do this shit too. And it's exhausting when you're on the outside looking in and you have someone like that constantly complaining about how they don't like this, they don't like that. And then all you can do as a person is try to offer them up advice, support, but they don't want to take that. Or they want to read that in a negative way. And it's too much. However, that does not deter me from wanting to start having healthy, balanced relationships with people. You don't have to be the best of friends, you know. It has to be a balance. And I have to learn how to not put my all into people. Be um, you know, normal, healthy relationships. That's something I have to work on. So if I was to go to therapy, they're gonna tell me that to build off of um, what I don't have and to try to do some things differently, right? Even though it makes me feel uncomfortable. Self-awareness goes a long fucking way. So I honestly feel like, yes, Dallas, you're right. You need to be getting to the bag. But I always remember hearing this too. If a person doesn't have their mind in the right place, how they gonna get to the bag? So right now, real life journey of fixing myself, my mind, my thinking, my attitude, starting inside of here, I cannot focus on money solely. I have to focus on um, bettering myself overall. And all else I feel will fall into place. The Lord has told me this many, many times. In order for you to change in certain ways, you are going to have to work at it. You are going to have to make yourself uncomfortable in certain situations, relationships, or encounters, interactions with people. I was doing perfectly fine when I was in college. I was doing great, I thought, until I felt like overpowered by people and their existence and all the stuff that I didn't have in common with these people and feeling like an outcast, and it just made me resent them so much to the point to where I felt like I wanted to get rid of them. Not myself, but just like eradicate. And you can't eradicate everyone. You know what I'm saying? Because we are the minority. People that don't have family, people that came from the system, people that aged out of foster care, people that are still in um, less than pleasant living situations, people that would be deemed less desirable in society. We do not relate to other motherfucking people. We cannot fit in groups of other people. I've tried. But one thing that came to me for real, for real, for real, and I don't even have to force it. I'm just going to be here and be authentic and be myself. I have my own mission and my own journey. My baby father's journey and mission is separate from mine. Hopefully, one day we can come together and work on something. Right now, I need to be focused and centering myself around whatever the fuck it is I need to do so I can be in the right mental place to do more. Because I have all these different things that I'm interested in, right? And all these share with people, but nobody cares. I don't want to be not real or not genuine to get my. I want people to accept me for who I am. And the only reason that only way that will happen is if I'm true to myself in my own space, not hovering around someone else. Fuck that attention, fuck that clout. I can go hang out with people from time to time, you know. You see how baby daddy does it. He pop in and he go about his business. It need to be short, sweet like that. Ain't no way I should be sitting on somebody's whole fucking live and it's hours long. Would they do the fucking same for me? Is the question. And that shouldn't even fucking matter if they would or won't, because you do stuff like that out of wanting to do it, not because someone will do it for you, right? But no, you don't owe anybody that to just sit there for them for that long. I don't even owe him that. I spoiled him last night, and I need to stop that shit. You know, I can be nice to him. I can be good to him. I can flirt with him. But anything beyond like what I'm comfortable with, let me set the boundaries for myself so that I don't overstep my boundaries without even having to, put anything on him, because it's not on him. It's me. You know what I'm saying? Nobody told me to do that. They said, show up. So that's all you have to do. Pretty much the bare minimum. Show up. And then, because some people won't even do that. Most people actually won't even do the bare minimum from what I've seen. Could be mistaken, but I don't know. Because has almost 4,000 subscribers, right? Not me, Big Daddy. If people were as supportive, and people do be having jobs and all this and all that, I get it. But come on now. Them lives don't be really hitting on nothing like that. It don't. I feel like somebody with that number of subscribers should have at least 100 viewers. Sorry. That's a reasonable amount. And somebody like me, I don't even, this ain't my job, but if it was, I should be the one, maybe double digits, at the most, probably 10. Having 5 or 6 people, it'd be even. But you got to work your way up. Can't compare yourself to other motherfucking people. You are you, and you are doing what you're doing, separate from everyone else for a reason. Whatever your niche is, whatever you're good at, that separates you from the other motherfuckers. I don't know what he over there doing. I don't. What? Don't be coming up here talking crazy. Ain't nobody ask you for your 2 cents, your 3 cents, your 4 cents. You got something slick to say? Keep it to yourself. Because I'm not bothering you, and you can close that fucking door if I'm too loud. He hates it. He hates it. He don't like y'all. He don't like Biko. He don't like nothing. He just a mean old grumpy man. The meanest, grumpiest, handsomest man in the world. One thing I know how to do is gas up my mans. I'm really good at that. I gas them up so much that they be really feeling like they more than what they is. And then if they want to do some whole shit and think the ass is greener on the side, they shortly soon find out it's not as sweet as you think it is out there. And them hoes don't love you. They just want your money. They not like me. You said what? You said on your hat that you put on. The whole chat was not full. It was King of Commentary was up in here. That's it. He funny. He funny though. But I wonder if he know that about my imaginary situation. It's not imaginary though. It's real. Like just seeing y'all loves just same love story, king and queen vibes. At first it was cringe, and then I'm like, okay, I always seen them together, and he is so supportive of her for real. King is just supportive. He's just a writer for real. That would be me. I'd be diehard behind Silas all the way. But I can't get too invested because then I'm gonna get distracted. And he is a talented dude, but so am I. I'm a talented person too. I got stuff I want people to see as well. I got people I want to work with to do collaborations. I never really extended myself beyond a certain community or a certain person. Um, I feel like I wanted to work with, and I got to work with someone, but it wasn't as in depth as I would have liked it to be. So there's always a future, but being as you in a difficult predicament, if you don't trust nothing or nobody, how the fuck you supposed to make that happen? And you think everybody gonna screw you over? Cause I be really feeling like that, and I'm pretty sure though, pretty soon I'm gonna be somewhere in some therapist's office working through my shit and like really not playing with them, but actually doing the work. You know what I'm saying? It's hard. It's not easy. Oh, Flossie Dicky has a Flossie Dick and Flossie Dicky Facebook asked if I could become. What happened? Flossie was the same at the same nursing home as my grandma once upon a time. I understand that she has passed away. I will be setting this page to its archive unless a proven family member will come forward and assume responsibility of maintaining. Okay, so Facebook X, it could become. So it's going to be to the archives, meaning shut down. Partly, right? I do not want to see this page be overran with spam, fake posts, and scammers. What do they have to say? So, oh, Flossie, Flossie. So that's Carla. That's her grandma. And her birthday was on February the 18th, which would make her an Aquarius. This is her when she was younger. looking like Tinkerbell or something. Mm, Flossie Dickey. I'll never forget her. And because of her, because of Flossie Dickey, I would have never even known about Matt Rogers. Is that his name? It's a guy that did the news. And he did in their area where she's from, he was on the news um at the studio. So there were some reporters at the nursing home, and then they were talking to the people at the studio, and he was one of the people that was at the studio. And yeah, I always remember him and his voice, and he was funny and everything. It's clever comebacks and all that. But Flossie was something special, you know. And she had a lot of fans after they saw that video, especially her not so enthused about having lived as long as she did. Those people were happy. They were like, "How did you live as long as you did?" And she was like, "I don't fight it. I just live it." And I'm like, "Oh my gosh," like it's real. But she wasn't thrilled about it. Like they were like, "Are you happy about your birthday party later tonight?" And she was like, "Not one bit." It took me out. And and then they asked her what did she want for her birthday, and she said to take a nice long nap, which I felt like underhandedly meant something else. Like she really meant she wanted to take a nice long third nap. You like the thought? I mean, yes, like dollars is dairy. He everything that I wish like I had, I need. Like all bullshit aside, like he's so positive, he's so outgoing, he's so funny. I'm attracted to him and his spirit. He's smart. Mm, he's just amazing. He's an amazing man. He is like I couldn't pick a better person to be crushing on. I don't think. You know what I'm saying? I could have went after someone like Marcus. I could have, but that's not even my style. Like even though I feel like Silas can be arrogant and can be a bit of a narcissist, it's still some good up under there, more than meets the eye. He's a really good guy. I'm gonna call that your brother, cause y'all are. I don't think y'all tight like that. He respects you, and for him to want to make some music with you, like that says a lot. Cause I even asked him before to do it, and he just looked and laughed. Pretty much, he didn't say anything, but yeah, I know what that look means. It means nah. You gotta nah. It just means no. It seemed like a definitive no to like never. But I don't know. Even if it doesn't happen though, I feel so glad or so honored to have met him. And people that know me for real, know that I don't. Not only do I like really not like people a lot, 'cause I see a lot of myself in people sometimes, and I don't like to admit it, but yeah, and that's what it is. But even though I have these weird views about men sometimes, and I could be like anti men, and I could be like fuck these hoe ass niggas and all this other stuff. Like, these niggas ain't shit. I still love black men. I do. With all of my heart. Like, this is how I know I really love black American men. It could be an African man, it could be a man from any other fucking country, but it's just not going to hit the same as somebody from where I'm from that understands me, that probably grew up through some of the same shit that I've seen and witnessed and experienced. Somebody that's lived street life or seen some street shit happening. Somebody that picked a different path or they learned from it and they want to be better. Somebody that's a good teacher, a good leader, a real, the definition of a real man. Solace probably think I really like him, like really. If oh no, that fucked up everything. When I fucked up, found out he was a Scorpio, I was like, is this gonna be my Stevie J? You know, I want to be his Mimi Fawcett, and he can be my Stevie J. Even though that situation was toxic, obviously, Stevie J has some work to do on himself. But he's a little freaky, nasty, horny man, and he wants his cake and to eat it too. He wants his baby mom to be with his new girlfriend or his whore, whatever you want to call it. It's ideal. I can't knock him for that because I've always expressed this, and this is weird. But if I could have it my way in a relationship, if I could have the ideal relationship with someone, I would definitely have with a man and a woman, and we all one big happy family. It don't even have to be on a sexual tip, just a family. You know what I'm saying? We all live under one roof. We look after each other. We help each other. We save money. We Everything we do is together as a unit. There is no jealousy. There's no competition. If anything, it is we're in competition with other households, to work the most efficiently. And people see what we have and they want it, but it's easier to want it than to actually have it because a lot of people fantasize or fetishize those type of relationships in a sexual way. But if you want it to be that, that's fine. But I really feel like there should be a deeper connection than sex. Honestly, it should be. We have the same aspirations, goals. Um, Not entirely. We don't have to be entirely, but we're driven by each other. We motivate each other to do better and be more active in our communities. We have a spiritual depth to our relationship, and we aspire to get even more into depth with that. And yeah, that situation I feel like would be ideal for someone who doesn't really have a really close family situation. Because I didn't have that. I had a relationship with a man and a woman. We was all together. It would just be more. It's like, you know what I'm saying? Everything that I see that I like about other cultures, basically. I love about other cultures that they can all live under one roof. You know. And they work in I don't want it to be like somebody getting so arrogant because they might feel like they are the person in power, so they can do whatever they want to do. This is why giving a man that role sometimes is kind of like it's risky. He have to be a man that's really confident in who he is enough to not want to else by be all showboaty and everything about how good he got it compared to other men that wish in that he got 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 women in in the same household, and they all get along and they all work together. Something like maybe a pimp would have his stable, you know. Yeah, it sounds crazy, but it's that's I don't know. I can't explain it to you. I just always felt like that dynamic. I was comfortable with that dynamic. Maybe it came from when I was younger. When I was younger, I had ran away, King, and this pimp had took me into his house. He owned a house. He had a baby mama there with him, and he had 2 strippers slash, they was doing what they was doing. And I wasn't. He didn't violate me or nothing. I think he wanted to wait for me to be of age. But at the time, I was like 16, and I saw how cohesive the environment was with them being together. It wasn't no static. Like literally, I was like, how do I get this? This is what I want for real. I want to be like this. One big happy family. You know, like without the pimping and hoeing shit. Because I don't know what the fuck that man did for a job. As a matter of fact, that I think about it, what did he do as a job? He never went to work or anything like that. Like I need a man. I'm gonna have a man as other bitches in the house too. He gotta have a job, bro. Some of the women can be at home. You know, I would prefer some of us want to work. Maybe someone want to stay at home and do the housework, or handle the budgeting, the financing. Making sure money is saved for this, that, the other. Make sure the kids is straight. Um, put money towards um, their later life, and because the babies matter the most ultimately, even if it was somebody else's kids in the mix, because I would definitely love the kids like they was mine, even though I don't have my kid. You know what I'm saying? I would still love the kid as it was mine. Still want the best of the kid as if it was my kid. So it's crazy, I know, but it's not for everybody. People, a lot of people try to follow trends and stuff and saying that they want that, but they really don't. They're not really ready for that. Not at all. Also, another thing I just realized too, like if I was in a situation of when I had two, I feel like I would need to be in control, bro. And that's not gonna work because I need the man to be the leader. Otherwise, I'm gonna go crazy and get to doing whatever the fuck I want to do, and it's gonna be chaos. And then we're gonna be like, well, fuck you, bitch ass nigga. We don't need you. We'll just get some more women. You know what I'm saying? And I'll be the man up in this situation. Cause fuck that nigga. He don't know how to lead anyways. It'll take a powerful ass. Like I've seen them. I've seen the type of men for real that could deal with a bro. They could deal with having a bitch like me and somebody that want to overpower shit and like nope, nope, nope. You can't do that. And see, and they talk to you like an educated person would talk to you, not in a way to where it's like, oh my gosh, where did this fucking go? What dumpster did you get this motherfucker from? Mm-mm. He's actually well educated than the ones that I'm thinking about. And there's a lot of men that are like that too. Like they're smart and great leaders. They're well respected in their communities. They are taken seriously. And even though both of these men that I'm talking about are small in stature as fuck, very skinny, and very short. Not short, short, but like, short. Like still in a 5 feet district. Short. Um, but it don't matter because their leadership, their power, their authority is so like over exuberates, and it's just like it's so fucking powerful. Like it don't even matter what size they are. They don't have to overcompensate for anything because they're everything. Not only do they have a good dick and a big dick, they also have um extensive knowledge about things and experience behind things, and like, check their track record for one. You know what I'm saying? They are able to procreate in high masses. That's a very important thing too, right? Because look, if I don't want to have no fucking kids at all. This is why it'll be a good thing too for. So I don't want me to be the reason why my man don't have no more fucking kids. And physically, I don't want to do that. I'll assume the responsibility of raising a kid part time, but full time. You know what I'm saying? I would definitely love to have a partner to help me, two partners. You know what I'm saying? Because it take a village, like it really do. So no, that's a huge responsibility, and I've never been. I'm always gonna stay encouraged. I know I am. And maybe it's not the guy that I'm with right now. I love him. The guy that I'm with, that's my best friend. I love him to death, but you know when it's something else out there, or it's something that's not suitable for you, even if it's not nothing else out there. Some people settle, and I'm comfortable, so I'm settling because I'm comfortable in this situation. But and I feel like he is too because what type of bitch do he really want? I don't think it's me. Mm-mm. He very superficial. He likes what he likes, and I'm not. He told me that when he first met me, I was too skinny when he first met me. Then I started to eat and gained a lot of weight. Gained a lot of weight because of him. And look at me now. I wouldn't trade it for the world though. I have fun. I got to experience what real love is like. Somebody who wanted me to be better with or without them. Somebody who would encourage me to do better things in my life and try to achieve new accomplishments and reach for the stars. he did that. So I can say all whatever I want to say about him, but I can't say nothing bad about him as far as him being a man. He's a good man. He's a phenomenal father. He tries his best to be. He's not perfect, but he does his best so much. And she respects him, and she's always going to be there for him the same way that he has that close relationship with his dad. And he's always going to be there for him as well. And I'm kind of jealous of that, but it's it's a beautiful thing. It's a beautiful thing. I really want that's just a stupid reason to no. I really, 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 really like the idea of having some place to a fellowship with people to worship, to seek counseling if that's what you need, or opportunities of volunteership, or um any kind of opportunities to work, even if it's under the table, because obviously that's what it. So my classified qualities, because there's a handful of the motherfuckers that I have that would pretty much seal and deal or still insecure the motherfucking Social Security for life. Yeah, it's it's kind of fucked up, and it's like that. But so I don't know how long I've been on here. I've been on here for a minute, I think. So I feel like I talked enough, and so yeah, I'm gonna get up off of here. 43 minutes is a really good amount of time to be live, right? I'll be back later, maybe.